Hey everybody, I've been going through some old cookbooks that my sister-in-law Wanda shared with me, and I like to call them vintage cookbooks because, I'm just going to sit down here for a minute. I love to call them vintage cookbooks because they are old, just like I am. But anyway, I've certainly enjoyed going through them. And I found one today that is a scalloped pineapple recipe. And I know we have a lot of pineapple lovers out there. We're pineapple lovers. We love it fresh. We love it canned. We just love pineapple. We had the privilege of going to Hawaii years and years ago. And we went to a pineapple farm, and it was just beautiful and amazing how beautiful and how delightful and tasteful those pineapples were. So anyway, let's get busy and get this scalloped pineapple recipe made. We're ready to start making our scalloped pineapple. And the first thing I want to talk to you about is the pineapple that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using pineapple chunks. And this vintage recipe that I'm using calls for a No. 2 can of chunk pineapple. Well, they don't make No. 2 cans anymore. So I looked it up, and a 20-ounce can is equal to a No. 2 can. So when you find a recipe and it calls for a No. 2 can, look for a 20-ounce can. So I have opened our pineapple, and I've drained it, and I reserved the juice. And this is not quite a cup of pineapple juice, but it's okay. We're going to go with that. Now, the next thing that I've done, I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees, and I have sprayed this real small, this is probably about a 1-quart baking dish, and I've sprayed it with a no-cook spray here. Whoa, that was loud, wasn't it? The top came off with this no-stick cooking spray. And I like to take a paper towel or a little brush and just brush mine around. Boy, I am going to wake Doug up this morning. So now let's get started making this pineapple casserole. The first thing that I'm going to do is to place 1/2 cup of sugar in my bowl. To that, I'm adding 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. I'm just going to take my whisk and kind of whisk this around, mixing our dry ingredients together. You know, we like to do that. When you're using dry ingredients, you always want to mix them together first. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add my pineapple juice. This is almost 1 cup of pineapple juice. I'm just going to put a little bit right now because I'm going to add something that the recipe doesn't call for. This vintage recipe does not call for butter, and nor does it call for eggs, but I'm not going to use eggs. But it doesn't call for butter. Well, I can't imagine making this without butter. So I have melted a 1/2 stick of butter, and I've let it cool. So I'm just going to add that to our flour, our sugar, and our pineapple juice. Now, let me mix that up really well to get that butter incorporated. I'm going to add the remainder of my pineapple juice. We're just making a liquid mixture here. That's all that we're doing. Just making a liquid mixture. Y'all, my videos are getting shorter and shorter, but it's because my recipes are so simple. I hope that you don't mind, because that is my theme. Simple, quick, and easy. So now we have that ready to go. I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to bring my dish over, and we're going to layer our pineapple with some good American cheese. And I'm using cheddar cheese this morning. So I'm just going to put probably about half. Now you could double this recipe. You could triple it if you wanted to. But I'm just going to put the pineapple in like that. Next, I'm going to add cheese. Now, like I said, you cannot get too much cheese for me. You just cannot. The recipe calls for 1.5 cups. I probably have 2 cups right here. So I'm just putting my cheese over the first layer of pineapple. Let's put a little bit. I always miss this corner. I don't know why I do, and I know that you can see it in the video and you're thinking, Joyce, put some in that corner. So now I'm going to come back with the remainder of my pineapple. I'm just going to kind of place it around, spread it out. I'll put it in there and then spread it out. How about that? Let me move this. I like to keep things kind of tidied up as I go, and that way it makes cleanup really, really easy. Someone said the other day, you mess up too many dishes. Well, if I was just cooking something for me and Doug and I wasn't cooking to show you how I do it, I would not use this many dishes. I would just go to my flour and I would get the flour out and I would use it. I would go to my canister that I keep my sugar in and I would dip the sugar out. But to save you time, because I know that you are not going to sit here and watch a video that's 20 minutes long or 30 minutes long. Not of mine. You might have someone else's, but I just know that you're not. So I try to keep it, I try to prep and have everything right, ready and organized so that we can go through this really, really quickly. And I can show you and demonstrate how easy that it is to make this. Now, let's come back with some more cheese. So we've layered the pineapple and the cheese. Just putting it like that. I think this little bowl is going to be perfect. And some of you have said that you like the small amounts that I make. You know, it's just me and Doug. And of course I share with my neighbors and my friends, and we certainly can't eat everything that I cook. So I do share a lot. And I'm happy and blessed to be able to do that. So now we're going to pour our mixture. Remember, this is flour, sugar. I added some butter and about 1 cup of pineapple juice. So I'm just pouring that over the pineapple and the cheese. And of course, you know what I'm going to do. I will rake it out. I will rake it out. Look at there. That's ready to go in the oven. And I tried to stretch this video out a little bit, but it didn't take but just a minute either, did it? My goodness gracious, gracious, what am I going to do? Am I going to shorten my videos? Am I going to lengthen my videos? Or am I going to keep them about the same length that they are? Why don't you tell me in the comments if you like my videos short, to the point, or if you want me to start talking more, rambling more, just visiting with you, which I love to do too. So now we're ready to go in the oven on 350 degrees, and the recipe says to cook it for 45 minutes. So I'll check it at 30. I'll probably check it at 20. And then once it gets done, we'll come back and look at it. Okay, friends, what do you think? I have baked this for 45 minutes on 350 degrees. Let me turn my oven off because it is done. It is firm in the center. It is golden brown on top. Now we need to take it out, let it rest, let it cool a little while, and it will be ready to sample our scalloped pineapple. Okay, it's time for the moment of truth. That's always the way it is when you cook something and then it's time to sample. Ooh, yum. Look at that. How good does that look? Look at that good cheese. Yeah, I love the crust. You know, I have to get this on the side over here. That That looks so good. I know it's going to be delicious. Look at that. I wish you were right here with me and could have some of this while it's warm. Okay, we got it done, didn't we? We made some scalloped pineapple. And y'all, it's so good. I hope you can see this. I just am so proud of this little vintage recipe, and I hope that you will try it. So now I'm going to try it. Like I said, I always wish you were here with me. Share the video, make it for your family, make it for your friends. You can easily double or triple this recipe. And I will type it and have it, or it is typed, and it was at the beginning of the video today. So anyway, let's try it. For all of you pineapple lovers out there, you're going to love this. And it's so simple. Simple, quick and easy. That's our theme. I love you. Bye-bye.